Well, back in 2019, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal was all the rage, right? Knocks out Darren Till, fastest knockout in UFC history against Ben Askren, the BMF title against Nate Diaz. But then he ran into some champions, and now he gets back on the horse here tonight.
Well, he's fighting the best of the best, and that is what you do when you win those types of fights. You push yourself into big moments. But tonight he has to use his skills. He's got to use his ability to defend takedowns, make this fight a stand-up affair. When you talk about a guy that wants to fight, you're talking about Gamebred Masvidal, a guy that spent time fighting bare knuckle, fighting in the backyard before he became a mixed martial artist. So this guy's a fighter. Let's see if he can make this fight take place where he needs it to in order to get a victory.
Right, Tyron Woodley famously said years ago, Jorge Masvidal is the best pure boxer in the UFC. Gotta get those hands going here tonight. All right, so here he is. You can argue he is the best pound-for-pound male fighter in the world today, the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, and he continues to add layers and wrinkles to his game. Absolutely incredible, all he has accomplished thus far.
He's a tremendous fighter, and John, you look at his style and you think to yourself, this would translate weight classes pound for pound. That's the definition. He is pound for pound, and that was on full display when he just dismantled the great Max Holloway. But tonight in front of him, he has a very different challenge. It's not a guy he's seen before. He's got a formulated plan inside the octagon, and if anybody can do that, it's Alexander Volkanovski.
And one thing that has been key to his success, he's just never been flat on fight night.
Never.
Always seems to have his best. We'll see if he has it all going here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, the Volkman, Alexander Volkanovski, at one point in rugby league, he was... connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. The crowd is like just reacting every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he never allows you to trap him. I think you got him try to enter for a takedown. He evades and escapes. He's a phenomenal fighter.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
Man, that's a stinging jab. You can tell he's been boxing his whole life.
Yeah, and I mean, it's popping over and over. He's throwing it. And he's a boxer, so he throws it from a little bit of a different stance. So it's not something the MMA fighters used to see.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Whiffs on that offering. Beautiful combination there from Jorge Masvidal. What a year it was for him in 2019. You remember him back in the day, brawling in backyards with Kimbo Slice, and now one of the biggest superstars in the UFC.
Backyard brawls to elite execution.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Nice leg kick.
So a combination of kicks from him, and most of those found the target, DC. The kickboxing is on point tonight.
He's so sharp, and he feels so good that he's throwing multiple kicks in a row.
All right, so you see some redness on that calf. Maybe he's starting to slow down a little bit.
It looks like he is. Starting to really hurt him.
Unable to connect with the right.
Oh, big elbow.
Volkanovski gets tattooed by that straight punch.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Under 2 minutes to go. Unable to connect with a right hook.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Well, he continues to do a nice... Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up. And...
Oh! There it is again. Look at that.
All right, so a nice takedown attempt there and land by the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski.
At one point, Alexander Volkanovski was a 230-pound man. He was massive. So when he gets a hold of these little dudes, he must feel like, wow, this is so unfair to get to compete in this weight class. When I've tackled men almost double the size.
Oh, Volkanovski's in half guard now.
Big ground and pound. Now he's going full mount.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Oh, big elbow.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, so there's the horn. Confidence has to be high after that round. Great round from Masvidal. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
All right, here we go now, champ. Round two, Alexander Volkanovski and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Oh, he blocked that shot and lands the hook on the counter. Well, back in the day, he was brawling in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC and showing that he's still got plenty of work to do.
I mean, he's got plenty of work to do, and he has the swagger, a Miami swagger, that will allow him to capture the mind and the imagination of the entire world. Masvidal is now a bona fide star.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. He's got to start to protect it.
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, so the taller fighter lands a knee yet again. All right, right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Well, you know, the calf kick has revolutionized the game, and he lands yet again. That bruising pretty bad on the chin.
It's bad, and it's going to get worse because his opponent is going to keep on beating up those legs. What a tremendous game plan put together by this team.
Oh, my goodness. What a fight by Alexander Volkanovski.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 38 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
What a moment in a career full of them for the featherweight champ, Alexander Volkanovski, your winner tonight by way of knockout.
Volk is next level, man. This guy continues to raise the bar for fighters at featherweight. And tonight it showed once again that he's the best of the best with this knockout victory.